Hi everyone, welcome to the video. As you probably saw by today's title, I'm going to be talking about 5 apps that I use on my phone that I think really help me just live life, how to, be better and how to be more organized, whatever. And yeah, I was thinking like, these are really good apps that I use and I feel like more people should know about them. And I was like, why don't I make a video about it? So here I am. So the first one is called Stigma. I'll put an icon right here. But basically, I use this a lot. I don't really use it that much anymore, but the reason is, I'll get into that, but I used it a lot in high school, so last year. And basically what Stigma does is, it's like a mood tracker, and every day you can go into it and there's like a calendar, and you can choose what like mood you're feeling that day, so it could be like angry or accomplished or calm or annoyed, and you choose whatever emotion it is and you can write a bit about it, just like write about how you feel and stuff and why you felt that emotion. And after you write it, it shows the color, so like red would be angry and green would be calm, and then after like a week or two it starts to compile and you can see on the calendar like how many days in this month you felt this way or how many days you felt really good. And I feel like it's really good as an overview of your mood for that week or for that month. And yeah, so I stopped using it for a while, and then I think I stopped using it for like 6 months, and then I got into it again only because I just randomly thought about it, and I went into it and I put a passcode on it, but I forgot my passcode, so I was like, fuck, like I can't get into it. I really want to read everything that I had written like a year or 6 months ago. So then I just forgot about it again, and then I thought about it again like 2 days ago, so 2 days before I'm making this video. I just randomly started putting in passcodes that I thought that it could be, and it ended up being 6969, which is so stupid and so annoying, but anyways, that's what it was. And then, so I started looking at all the things I'd written, and there were so many things that were so bratty and so immature and like, they're just so cringy to look back and read. I was just cringing at myself so much as I was reading these. But I'm really glad that I did it, obviously, still, because I think it's really good that I could look back and realize how much I grew. And I do think that every year I grow so much, so it's really good that I have that to like refer back to. I think it helped me a lot to vent as well. And there are really specific situations that I talked about that I would never have even remembered if I didn't look at what I'd written for that day. And I think the best part about this app is that you can see in a month how, like based on the colors, how much goodness you felt and how annoyed you were or how angry you were. Oh, another kind of cool feature, but I don't really use it that much, is that at the bottom, so like when you're feeling bad and then you write about it, when you're feeling good and you write about it, at the bottom it like uses keywords of in that little paragraph you wrote about when you're feeling bad, and then it'll like choose words that you may have repeated a lot in your negative side, and same with the positive side. And I just think some of them are so cringy. Like there was this boy that I kept venting about and I was just so annoyed at him so many times, and like there's so many words that were just in the negative side about him, and it's just so cringy to read back on. But yeah, I mean, I'm really happy that I could look back on that, because like it was so long ago I don't even remember what it was. But yeah. Okay, I think that's everything, so I'm gonna move to the second one, which is Mute. Mute is, I actually found out about this app through a survey that I did at my uni at King's in London, but basically it's an app that helps you track how much time you spend on your phone. So I haven't updated my iPhone yet, so I don't have that feature that everyone else has already, but I think Mute is really good, and it's a bit different from that because it shows you can set like targets for how much time you want to be on your phone, and it shows you in the end, like let's say on your phone for a week, it shows you how many times you've reached that goal, how many times you've spent too much time on your phone. It also has this detox mode where it shows you for how long you were not on your phone for. So if you weren't on your phone for 2 hours, that's like your streak. And then it also shows you this part, you don't have to turn this on, but I personally kind of like it. But if you keep your location on, it shows you like where you were throughout the day and like when you used your phone for how many minutes at a time when you were at this place. It shows you like from where A to B, like where you were, which I think is really cool. If you've only been on your phone for an hour, and let's say that is like really little for you, it will send you a notification saying 1 hour, like you're smashing it today. Actually, right now, hey Lucy, 1 hour on your phone today. And sometimes if you're on your phone for ages, like maybe it'll say like, oh, you've been on your phone for 3 hours today. And then once I see that, I'm like, oh my god, I've been on my phone for so long. So that's like a sign to me that I need to tone it down a little bit. Yeah, I think that's a really, really good app for just being more outside of social media, outside of whatever you're doing on your phone, and just being in the moment and just living whatever situation you're in at that point. Third one is called Tabata. I'll put it here as well. Tabata, it might not apply to as many of you guys, but when I go to the gym, I usually use this app for when I do ab workouts. But let's say you're doing like a plank, right? And let's say you're doing a plank for a minute, and then you want to do a side plank right after for a minute, and then another side plank right after. And it's annoying like to just put a timer and then look at the clock and then say, oh, it's 1 minute now, let me change. So what this app does is it like makes sound, so it'll say like, oh, 3, 2, 1, and then you change your position. You don't have to look at the screen constantly because you can just hear them saying it. Also, it can set like how much time you want to rest in between each set. So I always put 2 seconds just for like switching my position, and so I'll do like a plank, and then it'll say 3, 2, 1, rest. And then in the rest, I do switch my position, and then it starts right after 2 seconds. So it's really perfect because you don't have to touch your phone at all, you just set it. And yeah, I think it's really helpful for if you want to do timed workouts and you have like a specific time frame for each exercise that you want to do. Number 4 is everyone who has an iPhone has this app on their phone, but I just feel like a lot of people don't make the best use out of it, but it's the reminder app. I'll just put a picture of it right here. And I like this app because it has saved my life so many times. Like I'll just put a reminder, let's say a finish application, and then you can set a time for when you want it to be finished. And then like when you want them to send you a notification on your phone, or if you sync it through iCloud, it's on your computer as well. And it's just so helpful. Like I also use it for if I have to take medicine at a certain time of the day. It helps so much. For me, I'm quite a list person, so I like writing them down and then ticking them off because it just feels so good when you can actually finish the things and then you can physically prove that you finished it by ticking it off. And I think last time I checked on my let me check right now actually, on my reminders I have 1,489 completed tasks. I think I've used it for like maybe 2 years. And yeah, there's just so many things that I've been reminded of that I definitely would have forgotten if I hadn't used this app, which is pretty good, so thank you, Apple. Okay, the last one, number 5, is VSCO. So this is an app that's more for my satisfaction and my like leisure, I guess you could say. But VSCO is like a photo editing app, but at the same time, it's a blog app. So you can edit your photos, but then you can also put them on like a blog format, and you can write like a little caption about it. And what I like so much, it sounds a little bit like Instagram, but what I like about VSCO is that it's not about likes, it's not about comments and stuff, and it's not in like a scroll formation. It's literally like a blog. Like if this is your page, you have like a picture here, a picture here, a picture here, and it like collages it for you, so it looks really nice. And I just edit my photos there sometimes, and then I just click upload. It takes literally 1 second per photo because you just have to press one button. And then I'll look at it, like let's say after 2 weeks of putting photos up there, I'll look at it and it just makes me feel so happy to look back at all the memories that I've created with these photos. And it's just so satisfying to see them like next to each other, especially when the colors coordinate together really well. Literally sometimes if I'm studying, I'll take a break and then I'm like, I'll just go on my VSCO and see what it looks like, and I'll just look through my memories with my friends or my family, and it's just so wholesome. Like it makes my heart feel whole, and it sounds so stupid and lame, but yeah, I mean it really makes me feel really happy when I use this app and when I can see all of the memories that I've created on this photo blog timeline. So yeah, that's it. That's the 5. So number 1 was Stigma, number 2 was Mute, number 3 was Tabata, number 4 was the Reminder app on iPhones, and number 5 was VSCO. I hope these have helped you in some way. If not, I hope you enjoyed at least listening to me and how it has helped me. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video.